So you want to invest like the top 1%, huh? So now you're Googling best index funds, watching videos on rental properties, trying to become a landlord so you can get midnight calls about a clogged toilet. Something like, hello, hello, hello. The raccoon that I told you about is back in the attic. Sir, this is a financial investment. No, we've been sold a backward fairy tale. I need you to understand that the top 1% don't prioritize things like stocks and real estate. Go ask Didi Joro if you don't believe me. This is because they follow a different map. And the first landmark isn't Wall Street. It's you, the most volatile, high maintenance, yet potentially high return asset that you'll ever manage. Hi, I'm Miss Muithathi. I make videos about personal finance, survival, and building something, even when life keeps throwing you stuff. Behind the scenes, I'm making sure my daughter's medication is covered. So this channel is part content, part real life. And today, we are going to talk about investing like the 1%. Spoiler, it's not in stocks. And so if this video at some point gives you any form of clarity, a strategy, or one good idea, come on now, consider buying me coffee. It keeps this channel alive and the work going. Link below or scan the QR on your screen. Stay with me. Now, let's talk about the backward blueprint. Think of your money like an army of little workers, no matter how small, okay? The standard advice, the advice they give you is to march them, these your little soldiers, into the stock market trenches. And you're like, go forth, my little tiny soldiers. And maybe in 40 years, maybe you think you'll have a castle. Keep daydreaming. But you see, the 1%, they are the smarter generals. They don't send their fast, best troops to a slow, passive war. Nah, they send them on special missions. And I'll tell you about these missions. There are 3. The first mission, to upgrade the general. The general is you in this instance, okay? That's the first mission. Why do I say this? For example, if your car has a flat tire and an engine made of instant noodles, trust me, it doesn't matter what is in your trunk, because a healthy, energized you can be able to pursue 1,000 goals or 1,000 golden dreams. But an unhealthy you, a sick you, all you'll have is one goal, which is, please make the room stop spinning. You see, something like investing in sleep, good food, nutrition, fitness, it's not a chore. That right there is your first IPO. And if you're lucky enough to be, if you're smart enough to know how to do it, where successful people hang around, that's a bonus tip. Because if it's a gym, you won't be buying just a membership. You'll be buying proximity and access. It's the same for people who join golf clubs. Okay? Now, the pay not to suck principle. That's the next mission. Mission number 2, knowledge. But not the free YouTube tutorial kind, because a lot of you like free stuff, which is very saddening. You keep following free stuff, that's how you get lost. Nothing good comes easy. You have to pay the price for something at some point. You have to teach yourself to come to terms with that, okay? And this is because the 1%, they pay for compressed files. Someone who's lived it, tried it, and then they put it down in a compressed format somehow. And then you get to, you buy it. You don't have to go through all of that. It's like a shortcut. shortcuts that save you months and years of mistakes. One of my clients just bought a digital product that I created, the Money Magnet Accelerator. It's linked below. And while we were talking, she told me it's because she realized that to become more valuable, at some point she had to pay people to teach her things. I was mind blown. I was impressed. And this is because she saved herself 6 months of confusion. Here's the secret nobody tells you. That transformation that you're looking for, it will never happen anywhere else except at the transaction. And this is because when you pay, when you use your hard-earned money to pay, that's the only time you start paying attention. Like 99% of the time. Okay? And once you do that, you implement, you reach out. I do this all the time. Personally, to reach out, I use ConvertKit for follow-ups. The affiliate link is below. I'm not a monster. And the funny thing is, when I write to my mentors or whoever, they write back. And when they write back, opportunities that I never thought of appear. So, stop acting like you're impressed by suffering through free content. Because baby, living a hard life is not impressive at all. Next, the business and the bottleneck, you. Now, your little money soldiers right now are pumped, okay? Because you've done the first mission, the second, now you're on the third mission. So your two soldiers are there, we're ready for this. Okay? You're healthy, you're learning. Now it's time to send them to your business. Upgrade those gears you use. For example, if your laptop takes 45 minutes to boot, maybe you're not an entrepreneur. That laptop has made you a meditation guru because you'll sit there, meditate, reminisce as you wait for your laptop to restart or something. Okay? You have a laggy phone. It means your focus dies. And with it, your sanity dies too. What you don't know is that money you use to invest in such things comes back 10 times more because it saves you your most valuable asset. So you do that. Hire coaches, build a team. To be honest with you, I failed at several businesses until at some point I hired David. I was good at 10% of my businesses, just 10, the nice fancy stuff, designing, launching, creating. But when David came in, he helped me handle the 90%. That was finance, operations, and processes. And my next business, they outlived all the others combined. I guess this is me trying to tell you that wanting to learn everything by yourself will lead you to burnout. The bottleneck is usually you. So deploy your money smartly. Now, the big fish. The truth about stocks and buy, borrow, die. Stocks and real estate, the 1% know it doesn't come fast. This is the last stage. I remember my dad said this before he died. He told me, Kwe, making money is easy. Keeping it, on the other hand, it's hard. At that time, I couldn't contemplate it. But right now, I know what he meant. Now, stocks, real estate, index funds, they don't make you rich. They keep you rich. They preserve wealth. So if you're into this kind of investments, hoping to get rich, that's where you're getting it wrong. Okay? So this is to say, after your primary vehicles, as I mentioned earlier, the first missions, your business, has gone out and plundered. That's the only time you pack your cash in the fortress. The fortress being real estate, stocks, index funds, stuff like that. Okay? The 1%, they follow that formula. And after they've done that, they play on tax-free cheat modes, which is you buy, you borrow, you die. Buying assets that last forever, borrow against those assets, using those assets as collateral, because they know loans equals no tax. And then they die. Life insurance pays for this loan. Kids inherit tax-free, portfolio intact. Genius. It must be nice to be in the top 1%. Here's the actual map. Step 1, go get cash flow. Make money. That should be obvious. Step 2, invest in your health because you are the vehicle. Step 3, invest in compressed knowledge. Pay for the blueprint. My clients do this. Okay? Step 4, invest in your business and team. Build a machine that prints money. These are your businesses. Okay? And finally, step 5, preserve it with buy, borrow, die. Okay? The whole point here is start investing in you, then your team, so everyone grows. Let me leave you with this, especially for those people who like saving money. Stop saving your little workers. Start sending them on missions. In the meantime, let me know in the comments, what's the one thing that you'll be committing to this month? Is it the course, the coach, the gym, a new laptop, or like me, a new phone? Remember, transformation starts when you start paying attention, when you implement, and you follow them up. And when you do that, money will follow you. I'm Miss Muithathi, and I'll see you in my next video.